Welcome everybody, welcome back to Monday Racing League. Yes, it's the final round of an amazing Season 8. We have already crowned a new driver champion, Bera. Last time out in Portugal, and today we are crowning the team championship. It's pretty tight there, but let's go for some track details for today's race here in Austin, Texas Circuit of the Americas. We have 28 laps in total, 20 corners, 9 to the right, 11 to the left, track length of 5.5 kilometers, total race distance 154 kilometers, and the current MRL track record from the Garrett out of Season 6 is a 1:35.070. Yes, now let's go to the driver standings. As I told before, we have a new champion, Bera, with 172 points going into the last round here, round number 16. On P2 we have Solti in the McLaren, on P3 Spaquet in the Ferrari, Yo-Yo currently on P4, P5 we have Myth, P6 for Arobla and the Aston Martin, P7 Tomasito in the V-Carb Racing Bulls, on P8 Degaret in the Haas, Wolfrin on P9 the Williams, and Navaf the teammate from Bera on P10. Now let's go to the team standings. As I said, it's pretty tight between McLaren and Red Bull. They're fighting today for the Constructor Championship. On P3 we have Haas, on P4 Ferrari, P5 Aston Martin, P6 V-Carb Racing Bulls, P7 Alpine, P8 Williams, on P9 we have Mercedes, and on P10 Kick Sauber. Yeah, that was the introduction. Now let's go to the serious stuff. Let's go to Austin, Texas, to the Circuit of Americas. Sorry, it was a wrong button. Now I figured out, and yeah, we're racing the last round here in the Season 8. I just quickly enable the stuff you need to know here: the tires, the telemetry data, the lap data, and of course the mini-map, the full track map, to have a slightly better overview. So we're on a hot lap with Picard. First man on track, his teammate Frank Tank, right behind him. We do have the first time on the board, a 1:32.330 by Picard. Next one on the list is his teammate, currently purple sector 2. And stays in front of his teammate, but just a little bit in front of his teammate. Now we have Yo-Yo. No, Degaret, sorry. Going now for a hot lap. Long time no see for Degaret here in the Monday Racing League, and we just missed out the 1:31.429 by Bera. Again, going fast today. Last week, last Monday, he won the Driver Championship title. Went right there, invalidated the lap time. Let's quickly go to Gianbartolomeo here in turn 19. Are we gonna have turn 20? Easy to go wide here as well. Invalidate the lap time. Gianbartolomeo survived at 1:33.106 for him. Let's have a look to wall press. Driving in the Red Bull. The wall presser reserve driver goes for 132.799, currently on P5. Let's have a look to GDA, also down here to turn 19. That's where Lewis Hamilton went to the gravel yesterday. Let's have a look to Yo-Yo. Of course he's not driving Mercedes, he's normally driving Haas. He's going for another run. Have a look to Tomasito. Tomasito is coming in, currently P2 for Tomasito, half a second slower than Berra. Just quickly try something. You don't miss too much, so you see my face is frozen. That's why I quickly change the camera settings to... I'll try that on and go back to the webcam. Maybe that is working. Maybe not. Yeah, now it's working. Hey guys, well, that's a new screen for the commentary stuff. If there is not too much action on the track, I just show you this image here. But now let's have a look to Salty. Let's go back to the normal screen. Salty with 26.256 in the sector 1. That's 1.5 seconds slower than Berra's pole time. Already in sector 1, so you see Salty is heating up his tires for the next run. Have a look to Ripster. Well, let's have a look to Salty's hot lap attempt here in the last race. Race 16 out of 16. As I said before, the final race here in the Monday Racing League Season 8. Was a beautiful season, and we have crowned, last week the driver champion. Today we will crown the team champion, as Smith, the teammate from Salty, is not driving. It's gonna be a tough one for Salty. There are 16 points separating P1 Red Bull and P2 McLaren. Was a nice one. Only 4/10 behind Berra's pole, sector 1 currently. That's some very tricky corners here. Now the last turns. Down to the Hamilton corner here. And turn 20. Early on purple. Was a good lap from Salty. Currently on P5 for 132.689. I just saw Wolverine going wide there. Next one on track is Yo-Yo, but going slow. driver behind him, Gian Bartolomeo behind him on track and behind him in the standings. So Gian Bartolomeo is going full throttle, full power. So he's also on outlap. By the way, let's have a look to Tomasito. He's coming now into some traffic. Abe Nelson, welcome back again. Tomasito may be having a little bit of tow from the Red Bull in front. Down to 19 and turn 20, final turn here in Kota, down to the start finish line, and Berra improved. Tomasito stayed on his former lap time, so it's a little bit less than 3/10 separating P1 and P2 currently. Who else is on the fly? We haven't seen something from the reigning champion Spaghetti in the Ferrari. He's doing his first lap here. Went for green sector 1 and green sector 2. Frank Tank jumps up to P3. P4 currently GDA. Alpines are doing pretty well here. Now also for Spaghetti final turn. Little slide at the exit and jumps up to P3 at 131.855. And let's have a look to the beautiful turns here in the SS section from Kota. I love this track. That's amazing. Green sector 1, only 1/10 slower than Berra. We still have 4 minutes 30 seconds left in the qualifying. Now heavy braking zone here. .36.5, again 100 slower than Berra. Currently Arogle is on the way to P2. Was a good one. Pretty nice one. Ah, look at that. 3000 separates Tomasito on P2 and Arogle on P3. Crazy. Now let's have a look to the second Ferrari, Ripster. Fighting the car around. Looks like he has a lot of fun. That's a nice one. A little bit slow in second sector, but first sector he has been just invalidated. In first sector he has just been 1/10 slower than Berra. Let's go have a look to Degret. Yellow sector 1, green sector 2. Dagger jumps up to P8. Now Gian Bartolomeo is improving. It was a nice turn from Gian Bartolomeo. Pretty nice one. It's not very easy to nail that corner. Wow, close to losing the rear. Survived it, saved it. But now backing off because, yeah, Sector 2 has been slower than his fastest attempt, so he tries to put in some energy to the battery and then go for a last run, because there is 1 minute 20 left in the session. Now we'll press slightly closing the gap to the slow driving cars in front. Robles is happy with his lap time. And nailing the corner number 19. Also attacking 20 but invalidating that one. Have a look to Salty, improved in Sector 1, Sector 2 is lower. If he finds a bunch of time in the last sector, would be nice for him. As I said, he's driving today alone against Red Bulls for the team championship. Stays on P10. We're gonna have the next one on the list is GDA. Easy finding sometimes. Yes, he's going to P4. Next one to cross the line is Wolfrin. Stays on P13. Then we have Ripster in the Ferrari fighting his car through the corners. Stays on 14 and Wolpress. Next one. Invalidated. Now we have Yo-Yo and Pera improving again, a 1:31.040. Who else is on track? We have only one driver who is coming into pit now, Frank Tank. So again, a pole position for the new champion of Season 8 for Bera. P1 Bera, P2 Tomasito Roble, P3 GDA on 4, Spaghetti in the Ferrari on 5, Frank Tank on 6, Picar on 7. Then we have on 8 Degret, 9 Wolpress, 10 Yo-Yo, Salty on 11, GDA 12, Wolfring 13, Ripster 14. So again for you guys, yeah, the results again, we have Pera on P1, Tomasito 2, Aroble 3, 4 GDH Packet 5, Frank Tank 6, Picar 7, Degret 8, Full Press on 9, Yo-Yo on 10, Salty 11, Gian Bartolomeo 12, Wolfrin 13, And on 14 we have Ripster. Yeah. By the way, cheers, guys. Again, having some beer. Looks like we have a dry race today. And a freaking crowd there. Now let's keep fingers crossed that the dashboard is working. I just did some updates on the Sim Hub and Race Array plugin. Out the way we go, yes. Let's see. And we are ready for the formation lap. Dashboard is working so far. So let's have a quick look to which tires the drivers went on. We have many hard runners. Wolpress, Salty and Wolfring are going for medium tires. That's it. So if the dashboard is working, I just enable the telemetry data for you once again. And by the way, guys, as you know, we do have now a donation button at the bottom of the stream here. If you like to support the Monday Racing League, just donate something. You don't need a lot of money, but to keep the race running. Having some special softwares, etc, etc. And finally, to have some money. So let's hit into the car from GTA. Slowly approaching the box here. Now we are ready for the United States Grand Prix here in Austin, Texas. Let's light on 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And out the way we go. Let's go racing, pedal to the metal, baby. Yes, a slow start from Tomasito, a pretty nice start from Arovli as well from GTA. Let's go to the outside view to have a better overview of what's happening. We see GTA already hunting down Arovli. What a start from GTA. In the back, more or less everything sorted. Not too many fights we have. Here maybe some fights between Wolpress and Salty. And of course, you know, wow, something happened to Arovli. We just missed that one. So there are heavy fights ongoing between Spaghetti, Degret, Arovli. All pretty known drivers here in the Monday Racing League. And GTA can go the pace of Barra so far. And some battling here. Wow. Some cars went wide there. I think it was also Salty. A lot of action so far. Currently the fastest lap, of course, as it's lap number 1. The first driver who crosses the start-finish line is having the fastest lap. But only from 1 lap time. That's a pretty nice one. We see in front the Roble is overtaking Frank Tank. Frank Tank on the inside. Just behind him Spaghetti and Tomasito. Roble fighting his car through the corners here, and a little dive bomb from Spaghetti, going another line than the other drivers. And is overtaking, or not overtaking, Frank Tank. We see here a beautiful side by side between these two drivers. A slight contact between Spaghetti and Frank Tank. And GDA goes for the fastest lap, a 1:35.750 currently. You see, we have a lot of action here, and we missed out that GDA just overtook Barra. Looks like GDA is having a pretty nice run here today. Just need to survive this race and bring in some nice points for the standings. And Barra just overtook, no, he tried to overtake GDA. And close behind Barra we have now our Roble. But it's pretty nice to see that GDA can go the pace of Barra. For the time being we don't have any damages on the car. Barra coming close here onto turn 1. What a view, guys, what a view. The other sections, left, right, left, right. Beautiful racetrack. We're gonna have the first one with a time penalty. It's wall press. As you know, the points between Red Bull and McLaren, it's only 16 points. So if Barra is winning this race, then Solti need to end up at least on P6. Currently Solti is fighting for position 8, currently driving on 9. Let's go to him. These graphics should be a little bit more to the right side of the screen. Looks like I messed it up, but no worries. So it's pretty nice in the middle of the screen. It's also fighting with Degeret. A seal for position 8. Let's go back to the front again. So we still have the battle between Barra and GDA. Now Barra is overtaking GDA again, and maybe also Aroble is overtaking now GDA. Where is GDA? Ay, close driving there. We see GDA's car is ghosted for time being. But still figuring on position 3, 4. What a tough race here already for these drivers, going too wide. What a beautiful scenery. I just like it. Down to turn 19, close to too wide, or was it too wide? Crazy, crazy. And the next one on the list is trying to attack Spaghetti. That's Tomasito. Up to turn 1. A dive from Spaghetti. Everybody survived that one. GDA now down to P4, but Spaghetti is having a 3-second time penalty. And because the dashboard is working, we do have some weather forecast, maybe. It doesn't show it correctly, so I just disable it and give you the information. So we do have clear sky, sunshine, I would say for the next 20 minutes. And we see here for the next 20 minutes, hopefully some pretty nice racing. We have again the battle between Spaghetti and GDA. And right behind Spaghetti we have Picard. Doing also a very good job today in the Alpine. Let's have a look at Tomasito and Yo-Yo fighting for position. No dive bomb now. But the forecast is saying clear sky. That doesn't look like clear sky here. Wow, slide from Spaghetti in the Ferrari, and we just saw Picard use the advantage, did it to his advantage and overtook him, had a better exit there after Spaghetti was sliding around, and yeah, Spaghetti survived against Tomasito. Using a little bit of barrier, of course. Here now the inside move from Tomasito, what an overtake. It's not finished yet, Spaghetti is still there. Wow, losing his car. Let's go to Spaghetti now. Lost 2 positions, 1 to Tomasito and Yo-Yo. Nice racing, and we see Salty now already on P8. In front we see the two drivers, Berra and Roble. Currently driving with a gap of 1.8 seconds to P3. Something happened to Tomasito. Lost some positions. Now the inside move from Degaret. What an overtake from the teammate of Yo-Yo. Next one moving in. And what an overtake, Frank Tank. I think Tomasito need to close the door a little bit more. Driving a little bit more fighting line, cause if you leave the door open, then we're gonna have some drivers which are sneaking in. Pretty always. If you leave the door open, there is another driver. And what about dry weather? We do have some raindrops. We have raindrops here in Kota. Gonna be a nice one if it's starting to rain. Not if it just started to rain now. We're gonna have some intermediate runs later on. How long the drivers can stay out, nobody in the pit currently. It's too dry. Was a move from GDA, I think, against Picard. So if it says like this, we don't see a new track record. 1:35.070 from Degaret out of Season 6. Remains the fastest lap here in Kota. GDA driving left to not give too much slipstream to Picard. Surviving that one, but the inside line now for next turn for Picard. Beautiful racing track. As you see, again, two drivers, two wide side by side driving through the corners. There's a chance to drive different lines here. And we see Salty currently on P7. So everything more or less working with the dashboard, but let's focus now to the fight between GDA, Picard and Yo-Yo. Yes, the Rainmaster Yo-Yo is approaching. Currently in the dry, just a little bit wet track here. And Yo-Yo did the move. Driving on P4. He haven't selected his car, so his points are going to Haas, not to Mercedes. And we're gonna have race control again, 3 seconds time penalty for wall press. Yo-Yo fighting his car and is overtaking GDA, but GDA is still there, so everybody's fighting now with the car. Let's go a little bit to the front. Are these drivers coming in to change the tires? I think yes. They're sliding a lot now. It's yeah, very tricky to not go wide here and catch up. 10 seconds time penalty. So we have Berra into pit as well, Aroble and Yo-Yo. So everybody's coming in. So now DRS is disabled, sorry. Enabled would be nice to drive with DRS through the rain. There's still 17 laps to go. There's not much happening at the moment. Well, let's quickly check. I think everybody, yes, everybody is on the intermediate tires. On the green rubber, and we see Roble is finding a little bit more pace or more grip than Berra currently in the rain. Maybe he has some more wing. Doesn't look like if we see the cars from the outside, but yeah. And now for the inside line, is he able to keep the car on track? Yes, but also Berra. Beautiful fighting here into the S section, and Roble did the overtake. You need to have pretty big balls if you're doing that in the rain. Trust into your car and of course into your driving skills. Was all in, balls out, as Nickelback would say. And we see Berra not happy with P2. He wanna have clean air and is going for the overtake. Down the long straight, next turn is to the left, so he has a slight advantage. Beautiful racing between these two drivers. Roble going for the inside here, going wider here. Berra giving lots of space, as it should be. Now the inside line for Roble. Wow! Turn 19 with rain conditions. On the intermediates, they are going too wide. And we have Spaghetti behind Berra, okay. Yes, Roble is still ahead of Berra. Let's have some lap time comparison. The last lap has been a 1:46.2 for Spaghetti and a 1:47.2 for Roble, so Spaghetti has been 1 second faster in the last lap, of course, because Berra and Roble are fighting the last 1 second, and also maybe because of the driving skills of a reigning champion. We don't know. And behind Spaghetti we see Yo-Yo. Berra again approaching. Going now for the inside. He's having now again the inside, maybe with the better traction or the better end for Roble again. Yes. But it's pretty nice to see that Berra is not willing to stay on P2. He's willing to win another race. Well, he had the pole position here in Kota, and now he tries to do the win as well, not only pole position. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? We have a four-way battle for P1 currently, and we're just in the middle of the race now. We have 14 laps out of 28. A lot of action to come in the remaining 14 laps here in Kota. That's Texas Rodeo, yes. Gonna have yellow flags in sector 3. Was it Gian Bartolomeo? Going into pit now. And Berra doing the move on a Robler. There are not many words needed to describe that, what is happening currently. It's just beautiful racing. No more words needed. Wow. Little slide from our Robler there at the exit of turn 19. And also GDA is approaching now. We have a 5-way battle for the winner. Is Yo-Yo able to overtake Berra? Currently, Yo-Yo ahead of Berra, wow. Again, a guy with big balls. More or less the same spot where Arobla overtook Berra the first time. Berra went a little bit wide onto the curb. A little bit sliding there. Now Yo-Yo defending, closing the door, as he has learned in over 150 races or so he's driving already in the Monday Racing League. Now let's go for some better statistics out of season 8. Yeah, I think figures are talking enough, so talking much and enough here for Berra. He has been the driver to beat in this season 8, and yeah. Let's see what happened in season 9. If he's still as dominant as in season 8, could be because it's the same game. Have a quick look what's happening a little bit more in the back. We have Picard behind Salty. A little bit pushing Salty there. All the time is running, just finished again a lap, so we are in lap 17 now. Let's see the fight between not Yo-Yo Degret and Salty. And Degret quickly approaching Frank Tank. Looks like the car of Degret is sliding a little bit, like the car of everybody else too. Yeah, it's close to full wet tires now. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is going on to the wet tires. It's not better who is in the pit. P5. So that's GDA. Is he going for full wets? Yes, he's the first man on full wets. And I think the car on P11 is in the pit as well. He went also for the full wets. So let's see if we see some mighty lap times coming in now. Currently there is, we see some laps between 149.1 and 151. So 2 seconds gap between the fastest driver last time out in the last lap and the slowest driver in the last lap. Let's have a look. We do have yellow cards. Not yellow cards, yellow flags there in sector 2. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely full wet tires weather currently. We're gonna have heavy rain now. Yes guys, it's raining in Texas. Is somebody knowing the watch brand on the right side of the Halo? Moser watches? Never heard. Let me see. Also Barra went in, Tomasito stayed out, Roble went in. So Spaghetti and Tomasito are staying out currently. So Spaghetti has a 154. Yay, yay, yay. GDA. Crazy man. And Gian Bartolomeo is leaving the session. Looks like he retired in the pit. Oi, 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 oi. So if we see the sector times, Spaghetti has a 30.6 and Tomasito a 30.5 in sector 1. GDA with the wet tires 29.9. So it's close to 0.7 seconds faster on the wet tires. So I highly recommend to Spaghetti and Tomasito as well salted to come in. I'm not sure if they are hoping for a safety car to have more or less a free stopover, as everybody else already pitted. Just saw not Tomasito, GDA went wide there. We need to be very careful on throttle. We see that Spaghetti went into pit. It's coming out now as well, Tomasito. And Spaghetti is ahead of Berra. Wow. Was it a genius strategy, or but Spaghetti went on new intermediates? Why that? So Spaghetti is the only driver on intermediate tires. Roblan full wet. Is Spaghetti struggling? Well, it looks like something happened to Berra. Not sure why he's driving on P11 with 6 seconds gap. Haven't seen that one. Let's go to the front to Robla. Let's keep an eye on the gap between Yo-Yo and Spaghetti. It's 5.7 seconds, 5.8 seconds. Spaghetti driving the intermediate, new intermediate, and Yo-Yo new wet tires. Looks like Spaghetti is able to keep the pace more or less, even in heavy rain conditions. Yeah, we're in lap 21 of 28. 7 laps to go. Well, I didn't add any focus what happened to Berra, but might be a spin or something. I don't think he went twice to pit box. We can check this one. Yes, Berra went twice to pit during the rain, so a total of 3 pit stops. With 6.4 seconds gap now between Yo-Yo and Spaghetti, so it's worth to change to the full wet tires. Maybe, yeah, there is only 7 laps left in the race. Some fights between GDA and Yo-Yo here. GDA proved that he can also drive very fast in the wet conditions, especially here in Kota. Well, I do have historical data. The average finishing point position visit said it's P4 for GDA. And Yo-Yo on 5.7. So slightly better statistics for GDA. What is with Spaghetti? 4.4 finishing position. It looks like Spaghetti, not Spaghetti, Berra. Come on. Today I'm always saying the wrong name. Sorry for that, guys. And Berra has an average finishing position here in quota at P7. And do we see today in the last race of Season 8 another win from a Robler? Question marks? First we see the two cars are fighting, the Mercedes from Yo-Yo and the Williams from GDA. And a 3-second time penalty for Berra. And we see already 12 seconds time penalty for Picard. And Yo-Yo has some slight front wing damage, front right. That's why it's glowing slightly green on the dashboard at the bottom left. But there's still a gap of 5.6 seconds between GDA and Spaghetti, but we see Tomasito closing the gap between him and Spaghetti. And Spaghetti also is carrying on with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Slight contact between Degaret and Picard into the SS section of the track. Wow! Nice driving skills from Degaret. Saved his car. Behind Picard we have Salty. So Picard, yeah, didn't fight it with Salty because he knows he's having 12-second time penalty and he doesn't wanna interrupt the battle between P1 and P2 in the team standings. Yeah, what a turnaround in the race. Picard heavily fighting his Alpine through the corners here. Turn 19. Down to turn 20 and to the start finish line. We have 4 laps left in the Grand Prix and Yo-Yo is not too far away from Arobla. Let's have a quick look to the warnings. I see Arobla has 2 warnings, as well Yo-Yo and GDA. Do we see some fights here? No. But let's go to Berra. I think he knows that he is on camera, on screen now. Wanna show us what a champion of Season 8 can do. Breaking deep into the corner. Whoa, that was a close one. Looks like in the gusto of Berra, Frank Tank is driving a little bit too slow in the corners. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, it started more or less dry, and we had intermediates, and now the guys are running with full wet tires. We're gonna see an overtake from Berra. Take the shortcut there and is fighting for position 10 on the outside on the wet section of the track, but survived. Where else is he close? We see Tomasito just behind Spaghetti, well behind. Now Tomasito in front of Spaghetti. As you know guys, Tomasito driving the full wet tires and Spaghetti driving still the intermediate tires. Well, let's go back to the front, to the fight for P1 here in the Rain Racing Kota. Yay! Stuttering, and what an overtake from Yo-Yo. What is his battery saying? 30% left in his tank, and we see 35% left in the tank of Aroble, and that was Yo-Yo. I just looked onto the dashboard and saw that Yo-Yo has been beamed to P3, but still a podium position. What happened exactly there? Was the contact or just a spin from Yo-Yo? Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, GDA, relax. Whoa. I'm pretty scared of the last laps here. We saw some moves. Was it Woolpress having a little contact with Frank Tank? Now going too wide. Always nice here in turn 1. Are the two Alpine drivers now fighting with one Red Bull? Or are they fighting against each other? Let's see. Have a quick update on the team championship. As you can see, Berra currently driving on position 8, so Salty is ahead of the first Red Bull driver, so that means that McLaren is currently the champion of season 8. There's still 2 laps to go, 1.5 laps to go. But I don't think that the Red Bull team can gain 16 points. Yeah, looks like Roble is now winning his second Grand Prix. GD is not fighting too much because he has a 2.2 seconds gap to Yo-Yo behind. Once in a while it has been 5 seconds, and yeah, maybe we see here a fight between Spaghetti and Yo-Yo for position 3. And GDA is running out of fuel, or surprise, surprise, we have Spaghetti on the podium and Yo-Yo on P2. What a surprise. A shame that GDA didn't finish that one. But now let's go to the winner. It's a Roble winning the last Grand Prix here in the Monday Racing League, round number 16. In Kota on P2 we have Yo-Yo back to P2 because of the 3-second time penalty from Spaghetti. Sitting on P3, then we have a nice P4 for Tomasito. GDA ending up the season 8 in P5. Then we have Salty finishing on P6, just ahead of his rival this season, Barra on P7. Then we have Degret on P8, Frank Tank 9, Wolpress 10, Picard 11, Wolfrin 12, and Ripster P13. Yes, you see it, we have a new team champion, the new and old team champion. It's McLaren with Myth and Salty. Yeah, beautiful for them again. It's the 3rd time they win the Constructor Championship here in the Monday Racing League. Let's see what happened in Season 9. Yeah. That was it for the time being. Just do a quick break and come back for the interviews, guys. Let's have a look. Are the drivers ready? Yes or no? I just need to change the headphone. There's always the same stuff here. And yes, then we have Spaghetti on P3. Let's grab him. Andreas, finally again a podium for the last race.
Yeah, I can't complain.
You can't
Cheeky
complain.
little podium at the end.
Well, nice one.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and I think you finished as well on P3 in the driver standings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's perfect.
Well, you have been on P3 before the race, and you ended up in front of Yo-Yo. Myth didn't drove, and the Roble had too many points behind you.
Yo-Yo beat me this race.
6 points.
So
yeah, Yo-Yo is on
enough.
20 points he gets on P2, right? And you get on P3 18. So there is a 4-point gap between you and Yo-Yo.
Oh, perfect. That's my early Christmas present from Mike. Thank you, Mike,
Yeah, easy,
for telling me that.
Why you went for intermediates?
Oh, it was risky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was risky. You've been a little bit slow at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, it was working at the end though. I needed one more lap, and I was gonna get quicker.
yeah, it was
The,
nice to see the fights between you, Yo-Yo, Berra, of course, Roble. Everybody fighted heavily on this track because it's yeah, it's the, for me, in my POV, it's the most attractive track to drive.
Yeah, oh, yes, great for racing. With the Inter decision, I knew the rain was lightening up, so I knew that Inter's was going to be better towards the end of the race. But the question was it going to be just the last lap or maybe the last 5 laps? If it was, and I gambled
Yeah.
it would be the longer one.
Well, you
And
survived.
I survived, and then I got the benefits for maybe the last 2 laps, but it wasn't enough time to. I lost too much at the start.
Cool. But also
yeah, it was a good race.
the battling 4 wide or something, 4 cars in front, and everybody fighted. So you loved this race today, the last one of season 8, right?
It was fun, yeah, very fun.
What about season 9? You know which track is track 1?
I don't actually.
Me neither. I should know that, but
Well, whatever it is, we're ready.
yeah, we're ready. I think we have 1 week break, and then we're heading into season 9. I think maybe also 2 weeks break. We will see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, actually. It'll be good to have a couple of weeks off, refresh.
Yeah.
And then I think I might do a bit more practice for next season just so I can get the ball rolling early.
Yeah, and fight with Berra because he had to run this game.
Well, we might not get that far, but
Just try. You did it once.
Yeah.
You did it. You can do it twice. So all good. So
maybe one and only.
no, hopefully not. So any last words from your side to season 8?
No, just the season was good, fun, fresh. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to Mike commentating. Thank you for the other FIA members for keeping everyone on good behaviour. So yeah, and on to more, on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go ahead. So happy week, Andreas, and see you next season.
Cheers, Mike. See you in
Cheers,
season
Andreas.
9.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, there was Spaghetti on P3. Then we have Yo-Yo somewhere. I see Yo-Yo. Just grab Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is talking with Der Gerät in the Haas channel. Yo-Yo.
Yeah, okay. Hello.
Hello. Nice P2. Again, a Rainmaster race for you, right?
I guess so. I think that was pretty good for rain, so
Yeah, I don't know why you're driving so good in the rain, but maybe the others are too bad in the rain. Do you practice a lot in the rain, or
I don't practice at all.
yeah, and still driving onto the podium on P2? Yeah. What about next season, Yo-Yo? Any hints for next season? Going again for the fight for the driver title and team championship title?
I guess if Berra continues to drive here, then I can forget the drivers championship, I guess. But team championship, I think I will have a good chance with my new teammate.
Yeah, I know you have a good teammate. No insiders for the other drivers, but gonna be a tough one for the other teams. If you compete like this season, yeah, finishing on P4 finally in the driver standings. Only 4 points behind Spaghetti on P3. Nice
Oh,
one.
come on.
Only 4 points. So next
Yeah.
season,
It hurts even more.
yeah, 4 points are not the world, of course, but every point counts. It's better to lose with 4 points gap instead of losing by 1 point gap, right?
I guess so.
Well, it's never nice to lose, of course.
Yeah.
So any plans for season 9?
Total domination.
Nice. That's what I want to hear. So thank you for
Let's
driving,
go.
Yo-Yo. I put you back into the house channel,
Thank
right?
you for streaming.
You're welcome. Thank you for cutting.
No problem.
See you then, Yo-Yo.
Bye.
Yeah, and then we have a Roble. Just need to move him. Roble. Here, the winner of today's race, Roble, with the very calm voice. Have you been calm during the race as well?
Hi, Mike. I don't know. It was a pretty weird race. I mean, it went from a lot of fight. It went from me and Berra at the front to a lot of heavy fighting with him, and then I was by myself and I went for a bit, and then I had the incident with Jojo. So, yeah, pretty eventful race.
Was eventful, also nice to watch, of course. Yeah, but it's your second win in the Monday Racing League, right? So you did 2 wins in this season. Some more wins next season 9.
That's the plan. I mean, I don't know the exact number of races I've done, but I've been in the podium every race except for 2 of them. I had 1 DNF and 1 like P5, P6, so it's been a good season. Hopefully more wins. But as long as you're in the front train, then you'll always have a chance here or there. I think I could have won another 1 or 2 races this season. But yeah, it's been good fun.
It's been pretty nice fun. The season 8, of course, we have a really crazy dominance of Berra. If it drives the same style or the same pace in season 9, it's gonna be a tricky one to fight against him for the driver championship. But yeah, you did well this season. And
I don't know. I mean, thing is, Berra's driven 5 races more than me. I don't know how many points he has exactly, but 5 races is a lot of points. I don't know. I think especially like Mattia, for example, with myself, if we did every race or we did the same amount of races, I think he'd be leading, but it would be close.
it will be very close, because if I count it before today's race, it has been 120 points the gap between you and Berra.
5 races is of course he'd be leading, but it wouldn't be 120 points. It'd be like 30 to 40.
Yeah. It's
That's what I mean. You know, it's. But at the end of the day, you have to do the races, and he did the races, and he drove extremely well. So he is a deserved world champion for sure.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I can try and beat him more, and you know, maybe you can do something. But
yeah, we will see next season. If you drive every race, then you have, of course, a chance to win the Monday Racing League Season 9. Yeah, let's see.
But at the end of the day, you have to do the job.
Yeah.
And he does the job. In qualifying especially, he's always there.
Yeah,
So-
Berra, crazy qualifier. I don't know how many poles he had this season, but I think 3/4 of all poles went to him this
I
season.
think he has like 10 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So when you
Right.
put it like that, of course he does a job. But the thing about this game is, pole position doesn't matter that much, because if you have DRS, then you're right with him.
Yeah, better.
I qualified half a second off him today.
Yeah.
And in the first stint I was right behind him. So yeah.
Yeah, better
Qualifying is maybe.
finish on P2 in the qualifying, so you have a little bit of slipstream and can do some tactic stuff and overtake in the last lap, right? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll,
of
we'll
course.
see.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. To be honest, I might not even have this win completely because I have a feeling Jojo is going to report me. So let's see what happens with that.
Was there some contact between you and Yo-Yo in this case? Where?
Yeah, just before the start of the S's, yeah. We
Okay,
did touch.
okay. Because I watched the dashboard and then I just saw why Yo-Yo is dropping back to P3, P4.
Yeah. So he passed me into turn 1, then turn 2 was side by side. He was just ahead of me.
Yeah,
Um,
and there
but
was
yeah,
some
I was on
contact.
the apex. I mean, he was a bit ahead, but he kind of like narrowed the apex for me, and then yeah, I ended up spinning him around. I don't know. I've not spoken to him. I don't know what his feeling is, but let's see. I might not get this win, so I don't want to speak too much.
Yeah, all good, all good. So, any plans for the off season? I think we have 1 week off until we start season 9.
Yeah, it's not really an off season, is it?
Related to MRL standards, it's an off season, yes.
I mean, let's see. I mean, I have seen the calendar. There's quite a few tracks I don't really like. But yeah, it's still not. We still have to be there. Yeah, we'll try to do our best.
Yeah, of course. So, any last words from your side? To season 8, to Barra, to wherever? Whoever?
Yeah, this season's been a lot of fun. I think I forgot the season number, but the last season of F123 was the most fun I've had, I think, still. But yeah, this season, pretty much every race I've been fighting at the front. So I think from that point of view, it's been a step up. Almost every race on the podium. Almost, I mean, 2 wins finally winning. It took so long, but we got there. So it's been a season of big improvement, but like I wanna try and get better. So
And we still have 2 more seasons on this game. So season 9 and season 10 are on
2 long
F1 24.
seasons.
Well, 16 rounds per season.
Yeah, the sooner this finishes, the better, because this game is this game is just man.
Let's keep
I mean,
fingers
this
crossed for
thing, I
next one.
I was drifting the whole race, Mike. You don't understand on the wets. It's so frustrating driving this game. It's just so unnatural.
I saw
can't
that
explain.
everybody is sliding around, and I thought
But it's just-
might be nice feeling like in WRC or something. But I know it's not like in WRC.
This is
it's
just it's such a step back from F123.
yeah.
This game is so bad. But I mean, I'll be honest, I've still had a lot of fun fighting, but it's not enjoyable. So yeah,
So let's keep fingers crossed that Codemasters is delivering a little bit better game F1 25. Yeah,
hopefully.
let's keep fingers crossed. Hope and yeah, see you next season, Arobla. Thank you for
See
driving.
you, Mike.
Take care.
See you, Mike. No problem. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Yeah, and now finally we a little bit slow computer at the moment, but yes, I don't know if Salty is still there. If not, I thought we do have now the team championship decided between McLaren and Red Bull, and bring in Salty, but Salty is muted and his headphone is off. Yeah, a shame that I can't do the interview with him. So maybe let's do it in season 9 at the first race, what his thoughts are to season 8, but let's see. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching MRL. And yes, as I told you, we have 1 or 2 weeks break, then we're just heading into season 9. Yeah, hope to see you again then, and have a great week and take care, guys. Bye bye.